it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 7 lists that you can make to help organize and improve your life. I love lists. Writing things down I find is so helpful, and it really helps me to kind of mentally declutter and just use less mental energy trying to remember a bunch of things or just keep them in my head. I don't have to worry about trying to remember them because I have them written down. If you have any other list ideas to add on, feel free to leave those in the comments, but let's get straight into the video. You're probably going to hear me plug Notion a little bit in this video, not because I'm sponsored by them, but literally just because I love Notion and that is what I use to plan everything in my life and make all my lists. So the first list that you can make is a gift ideas list. This has genuinely been life-changing for buying gifts for people. So pretty much I have a list of gift ideas and I have a little note for every kind of important person in my life, my family, my friends, and I track just throughout the year anything that I think of that could be a good gift idea for them. This is such a helpful list because whenever someone's birthday or Christmas or any opportunity to get them a gift really would roll around, I would just come up blank and have no ideas. So what I do now is kind of just have a running list throughout the year of things that I think would be good gift ideas for that person, either based off of something that they say to me, or if they point something out or mention something that they would like for a gift idea sometime throughout the year. I just add that onto the list, and then whenever it is someone's birthday or Christmas, or any gift buying opportunity, I have a ready-made list of gift ideas that I can choose from. I really love doing this because I really value giving people gifts that are really personalized and valuable to them. I don't just want to get them something random. This is my favorite list on this list. I love it so much. The second list that I made is a reading list, or this could be also like a movie list or just a general recommendations list. I pretty much just use mine for books, but you could use yours for like movies or TV shows or anything really. But I love this list for 2 reasons. One, I can keep track of all of the books that are being recommended to me. And if someone recommends me a book, I actually have it in one spot. I don't have to try and think about what it was or go back and ask the person later. I'm also able to track the books I have read as well, but something that I'm able to do specifically with this list because of the way that I've set it up in my Notion is have a little template and write down notes from the books that I'm reading as I'm reading them. So I have a little template, I add a book to my little library, and then I can go in and make notes based on each chapter that I'm reading, summaries, and then kind of my highlights and takeaways from the book. So then my list pretty much becomes a way to track what is being recommended to me, and whenever I want to read a new book, I have a whole list there of books that have been recommended or books that I would like to read myself. But then I can also go in and see all of the books that I have read and click on them and see my notes and takeaways and summaries from the book. So I'm not just kind of reading and forgetting what I've read. I can go back and look at the information and remember what I've read. This is something that I decided to implement this year as I wanted to just read books better pretty much and just be able to learn more and just take away more from the books that I'm reading. The third list idea that I've made is a prayer list. I started this literally just to track like prayer requests or things that I want to pray for or things that I have told people that I will be praying for. I do not want to be the kind of person who tells someone that I'm going to be praying for them but never then actually prays for them. So I started a prayer list as a way to make sure that I do that. Sometimes I do forget to update it, but the idea would be that each week I can kind of go in and add all my new prayer requests throughout the week. So a super helpful list to kind of not feel like I have to remember everything in my mind of just things that I want to pray for or things that I've told people that I'll be praying for to make sure that I actually do it. The fourth list idea is a packing list. This is just pretty much so that whenever I go on a trip or I go away somewhere or I go camping, I don't have to try and just think up all the things I need to bring because I already have a list there from the first time that I did it of what I took and what I needed. I hate forgetting things and I hate being unprepared, so literally having a list that I've already made to tell me everything that I need to remember to bring is so helpful. List number 5 is a recipe list. This is something that I've made and I'm still kind of working at it. I haven't completed this one yet, So literally just having a list of things that are easy to make, things that you know how to make, simple things is so helpful because I always refer to this when I am deciding what to make for dinner or I can't think of anything. If you want to go a step further, in my Notion, as I'm building this list, I'm kind of categorizing my recipes as well by like lunch recipes, dinner recipes, snacks, easy recipes. So then I can just easily sort through them, and if I want like a super easy recipe one night, I can just sort through and look at all my easy ones. The next list is a list that I would recommend for everyone to have, but it is a mental health checklist. The idea here is pretty much just to have a list of things to refer to when you're having maybe an off day or your mental health isn't doing the best. And this list is pretty much just things that make you happy or bring you joy or help you to relax or kind of just take you out of your space that you're in, help you just to relax and de-stress. Having this list is so helpful because often if you're not having a good day or you're struggling with your mental health a little bit, the last thing that you want to do is the things that are good for you. A lot of the times we self-sabotage and we do things that feel good in the moment but are not actually good and healthy for us. So having a list of things to refer to that you made when you were in a good mental place is going to be so helpful for you, and you can just work through those things on the list. And this list is such a fun one to make because you just get to think of things that make you happy and make you feel relaxed and just help to pull you out of that bad mental state. So for an example, some of the things I have on my list are pray, go for a walk, make a healthy meal, play the piano, open the window, put on an acoustic playlist, take a 30-minute nap, make a plan for my day/week, call or talk to a friend. And the whole kind of philosophy behind this list is this quote that I heard that says, "Don't wait until you feel better to do something to make yourself feel better." You can be as simple or as extravagant as you want with these lists. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You could literally just jot down 3 things that you could do if you are having an off day that can make you feel better. And then when you're having that bad day, when you are in that bad mental place, you don't have to put in the mental energy to actually try and think of things that are going to make you feel better. You have a list readily available. And the final list is a commonplace book. This could be a whole notebook, this could be like just a list, depends on how you take your notes and where you take your notes. I think commonplace books are actually a much older concept, like from the Renaissance period, but pretty much the idea here is just jotting down and keeping track of things that you learn or quotes or inspiration or thoughts. So your commonplace book or list is going to be very personalized and tailored to you, but pretty much it's just a great way to keep track of things that you learn or things that you hear, quotes, thoughts, inspiration, things that you want to remember instead of just like jotting it down randomly. So the kinds of things for me that I used to just kind of jot down in a notebook randomly or just on a notes app on my phone, and then I would just lose them and never really end up referring to them again. So having them all in one spot is super helpful because you can then go back and refer to them. You know where they are. They're not just typed randomly on a notes app in a random page on your phone, or it's just in a random notebook that you're never going to look at again. So for me, I fill my commonplace notebook with a lot of quotes, things that maybe my friends will say that will stick in my mind, or things that I will read in a book or hear in a podcast. But that is going to be my video for today. Those are 7 lists that you guys can make to help organize and improve your life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any ideas to add to this list, feel free to drop those in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have the most blessed day, and I will see you in my next video.